cycle at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win!
Shaquille O'Neal! Wow! Ball pierced from way downtown. Garnett on the slam follow. Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer. Anthony for three. Puts it in. Game over. Chris Paul, what a move. Kevin Durant throws it down. Got it. Griffin, Rose brings down the Thunder with a two-hand jam.
From the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Welcome to the 2014 McDonald's All-America Game. Of this McDonald's All-American Game.
And that's my prospect. Don't be surprised if he's going for MVP. He's that good. The consistent National Player of the Year. And Jay Will is smiling because the 7-footer.
All-Stars, along with Emmanuel Mudiay, who's headed to SMU. Grayson Allen, the dunk contest champion. Stanley Johnson, terrific all-around player. And Trey Lyles. Told you about the big man down low, Miles Turner. Cliff Alexander, also from Chicago. He's headed to Kansas
next year. So don't be surprised if you see some impact players that are not playing today starring college next year.
Also, another note, just because you're a McDonald's All-American doesn't mean you've made it yet. You're just on the start. You're just at the beginning stage of the process.
A run out for Justin Jackson right off the tip from Tomball, Texas, who was headed to North Carolina. One of 5 players in this.
I mean, you see the pass right here by Emmanuel Mudiay over the top. He's 6'5". You can see over the top of the defense.
Scooped up by Grayson Allen, who won the dunk contest ahead to Okafor, who can throw it down himself.
Kansas, Ohio State, Duke, SMU, Arizona, Kentucky, over to Seton Hall.
Refers to Lance Stevenson as his big brother. Stanley Johnson. Stanley at center in Chicago, Illinois. We're even at 22.
I look for Alexander and Okafor, hometown products, to really assert themselves. They're back in the lineup, along with Ulis.
Emmanuel Mudiay blocked at the rim by Turner. Okafor
better. Now, the way Kentucky's playing right now, they're probably going to lose the Harrison twins. But you're starting to get a glimpse of what Mr. Ulis brings to the table.
Forward, but a lot of times they don't have that guy that can break down the defense. The Harrison twins have done a great job of picking up their games.
He will actually pick the ball up full court and play you defensively in a disruptive manner where he wants you to turn the ball over.
There's Ulis crossing over, setting up Stanley Johnson. Missed the 3. Chicago showing up. Tyler Ulis, the little man who's headed to Kentucky. We'll take a look at the freshman focus in the Final Four. We come.
Remember the name, Jabari Parker. You will have a rockin' and rollin' at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
College next year. Over the next 2 weeks, you can watch stars like Jahlil Okafor, who's headed to Duke. Cliff Alexander. Moving on.
But still, Julius Randle, for example, that guy, the way he's built, he can play in any era.
Ulis knocks down the 3. Ulis will be a great gentleman in the game of basketball. Years and years at DeMatha Catholic. Both missed dunks. Alexander, now give him a bit of a break because Cliff Alexander, you can see he's got an injured right hand.
He was upset, and he was going to go up and dunk that regardless to who. To the Kansas, to the UCLA. Whatever they're saying in the living rooms, across the country, coaches need to be.
This is the floater. There's Jahlil Okafor for the rebound. Okafor against Towns, spins, baseline. Jahlil Okafor.
And that's what I was talking about, being able.
Or Jalen, the guy you've been talking about.
Patience on the baseline, understanding where
he will punish you on the block.
There's Cliff Alexander. He's missed a couple, made sure that he got a good one down. For the Morgan Wooten National Player of the Year. Best big man to play at Duke since when?
And the play dies.
Here's Mudiay behind the back to Okafor. Jahlil Okafor.
As it relates to the way some of these players are built, you look at Johnson, you look at Mudiay.
To be a one and done. And some of these.
But as far as game-changing players, this time next year, don't be surprised you see a few of these players performing in the finals.
Nice look. Okafor faces up. Okafor over Cliff Alexander. So the Chicago big men banging with one another. Stanley Johnson finds Okafor, rocks the rim, puts the West All-Stars back on top. Pulls it out. Foul was attempted, but the West All-Stars led by Jahlil Okafor, 17 points, 7 rebounds, win at 105-102.